I'm actually doing it in a good clip. Oh shit, I'm getting better at this, guys. But anyway, O'Shea Duke Jackson, and it's actually pretty funny. I got a comment from like somebody who I don't know how to say it, but one of his fans that says I was being a hater, like, and I had to respond back like, I don't need to hate somebody who I fucking pity. He felt that I was being a hater because I don't know reasons. Is that what I'm missing? Okay, cool. I can actually put some of that in my inventory. He felt like I was being a hater because I was talking about him. Like, no, he puts himself out there. He can get that business. You have a right to you do have a right to say what you want to say, but you don't have a right to go unquestioned, my friends. And this is what some of these right-wing people have believed in the past, but I had to dispel that rumor. But that's a tangent. Let's listen.
Meek Mill and Nicki Minaj recently engaged in this Twitter beef that alleged that each party had some dirty secrets in their relationship.
Okay, cool. Oh, Twitter beef, yeah, fun. And I know I gotta get on Twitter more. I can't be too bothered to like care about Twitter. But let's hear about the Twitter beef.
I won't deal with Meek Mill's allegations for the idea of the video, but instead I will deal with her allegations towards him and those actions that she bestows upon him is that he's abusive and he beat her. Okay.
Oh, cool. So you're gonna address the fact. So let's give you some points. You're not gonna address the fact that there was allegations that he said that she did. You're gonna actually address the allegations that she had of him. That's great. And you're gonna actually say great. It's fine. It's fun. Like literally, you're literally gonna say that no matter what gender you are, whatever expression of sexuality that you have, no one deserves the right to be beat. Great. That's what you're going to say. Isn't that right? Isn't that... You're... Please don't tell me you're going where I think you're going.
And singer Little Mo a few months ago alleges the same thing.
Oh, cool. So with all of this evidence in history of like people saying that, hey, this person is abusive, you're going to believe the victim, right? You're going to address this that the victim may actually need to, we need to stop this whole thing of toxic masculinity where people have to do, which is really performative masculinity where you express your frustration through violence. Right? Is that where... Please make sure that I keep my faith in humanity.
By the way, I was with this guy who beat the hell out of me, and he was abusive. Although I stayed with the guy for 145 years, okay? Now...
Okay. You're gonna be victim blaming. Now mind you, I know women who have been through abusive relationships. I know. And shit like this pisses me off. Because these are the same motherfuckers that if they was in a situation, one, they want to be in a situation with these women. Two, if they was in the same situation, they would justify their abusive nature. But let's continue.
Now, black men, listen to this. I don't know who's telling the truth. Meek Mill alleges things about her, and the reciprocal is true. But, brothers, think about this. Let's assume that Nicki Minaj is right. Meek Mill was abusive to you, either emotionally, physically, or all of the above. And he did some things to you that a man should never do. Let's be fair, we're in 2020. We're in the new way of the world. Men should not hit women or abuse women. It's against...
Is it fucking Archer I got him in that shit? I gotta change that. No one should abuse anybody. No one should abuse anybody. No one should abuse anybody. Be it physical, mental, emotional. No one should abuse anybody. Stop, blank, stop, point, period. End of story. And if you are abusive, stop that shit. No one should abuse anybody. No one should abuse anybody. There is no justification, no reason. No one should abuse anybody. No one should abuse anybody. No one should abuse anybody. End of story. Stop. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200. Stop the story right there. That's how this conversation is ending. Good night. It's all the rest of the 7 minutes of the video. You can be talking about puppies and flowers and sunshine. But we know he's not.
It's the law. We all understand that. But Nicki Minaj, let me talk to you about this. What kind of guys do you like?
Oh my God. Stop with the victim blaming. Please stop. Because for some way it's going to be her fault. He actually is saying, well, it's your fault for choosing him. Literally. This shit is about to come out of his mouth.
What kind of men are you attracted to? You see, when it comes to pointing the finger at somebody and calling them abusive and calling them all of these things, I really want to talk about the selection criteria that some of you women have towards the guys that you are complaining about. And let's be honest, Meek Mill is no schoolboy. He is no nerd. He is no. He's a brother with some troubles in his past. Not only Meek Mill, but
that doesn't give you the fucking right. I don't care what you know about somebody. That doesn't give them the right to whoop your ass or emotionally abuse you. It doesn't. Fuck you. Go sit on and eat a whole bag of dicks. Just go. Just go eat a whole bag of dicks. Just yow. Because it's no justification. It's no excuse. It's no excuse for somebody being emotional or physically abusive. It's no fucking excuse. I don't care. I don't care if they like. I don't care if someone is into BDSM. They get turned on by performatively abusive shit. No one has the right to be actually abusive where they're hurting people because they're mad. That's not how shit works, dog.
The guy you're with now, who I think just got out of prison recently for some violent crime that he committed. He was even on Instagram with you showing a gun. See, Nicki Minaj likes a certain type of guy who has the propensity to be violent, okay? To be ghetto, to be a thug. all right, to be a lawbreaker, to be somebody who disturbs the peace, all right? Here's what we're not talking about, Nicki Minaj. If these allegations are true against Meek Mill, then how do you not see this coming a mile away? Because
I don't care. I really don't care about someone's persona, especially if they're in a performative industry like music or all this other good shit. But the fucking fact that you don't understand that shit, that I don't care what somebody likes, that still doesn't give them the fucking right to lay hands on somebody. It doesn't give somebody the right to fucking issue hands because I'm mad. I'm like, really, dog? Really? Because somebody mad, that means they can actually throw hands because they're mad. And this is the reason why you're trying to set this up like, well, she likes thugs and she likes ghetto guys and I'm a nice guy and she doesn't give me the time. This is a reason why you're a nice guy, trademark nice guy. You're not a good individual. But let's continue.
if he hit you or kicked you in front of your mom, in front of his mother, surely times before, there were things that were coming to that.
I would say he doesn't know what gaslighting is, but he gaslights his audience all the time. No one just off and out just gets slapped and just stay and just like, oh, this person just slapped me. There are such things called gaslighting, and people are primed. There are shit that happens, especially in abusive relationships, that the slap or the physical assault isn't the first thing that fucking happens. But maybe because you've never been in a relationship, you don't know that. I'm sorry, Oshay. You're right. Yes, the big old meanie man just came off and slapped somebody. If you know, the thing about it is, if he's so comfortable to do it in front of his mother, then there may be an issue. There may have been some conditioning involved. Now, you don't celebrate the fact that these women got away. What you say is they should have known better from the beginning. Mind you, this is coming from somebody who complains about not having a relationship. But let's continue.
And what you're telling me is then you are attracted to guys who can do abuse to you, which is something that a lot of women like. I like a guy that's a roughneck. I need a nigga to check me. I blah 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 blah, and then till he does. Oh, by the way, boop, your head's over here.
There are some people that don't like to be assertive with the lead. They don't. Some people do like to just to actually fall back instead of taking the lead. But that still doesn't give that person the right to try to whoop their ass. I'm going to need you to really think about that. Like, really, dog? That's like saying because... I guess I can't say that because I like people that are assertive, but I won't give them my assertiveness to, just I can't comprehend myself, be honest with you, be in a relationship where somebody is physically whooping my ass. Like, no, fuck you, the horse you rode in on, the road, and the motherfucking county and country that it is in. But a lot of people have been conditioned to actually accept that because it's been okay for so long in so many ways that, well, they think it's going to get better until it doesn't. But let's continue.
Oh, by the way, boop, eyes black. Oh, by the way, everything that's going on, and now you're saying, oh my God, he hit me. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Oh my God, I can't. So then you want everybody to get on your horse and ride down to the sympathy zone and feel sorry for your ass. This is what you want people to do.
It sounds as if he's like, and Oshay is a nice guard TM, a nice guy TM, like trademark. It sounds like he's been, I don't know, can we say, yeah, we can actually say it. It sounds like he's been friend zoned and had to deal with a lot of women who nice guyed his ass. And here he is, upset because, because reasons. Speaking of reasons, yeah, let's do that. It sounds like he's been nice guy friend zone before, and he has to deal with this shit, and he's mad that he's mad that Nicki Minaj won't date him, and she likes bad boys. Get your I'm upset ass out of here. But let's continue.
All right, and then you want everybody all of a sudden, since you allege that, to go and jump down Meek Mill's throat. This is what you're looking to do. So, but let me kind of go back up. Let's go back a notch. Nicki Minaj is a person that is successful. She comes from the islands, works hard, and she does what? She makes the right choices in order to put herself in a position to be, I don't know, one of the top two, if not the top largest female rapper right now. I don't know if it's her or Cardi B. I don't listen to that crap. But everybody knows Nicki Minaj around the world. Okay, she shows up, it's a sellout. She's been that dominant at least for the last 5 years, probably even more, probably even close to 10. I'm not sure. But see, Nicki Minaj understands choices. She understands that I have an opportunity.
Wait, are we gonna really, like, for real, he's really victim blaming. And not only that, it's like, well, if you make a good choice in this part of your life, there's no way you can make a bad choice in other part of your life. And one of the most confusing choices that have affected everyone. And see, I'm gonna say this. I'm actually gonna address something. I got a comment in my comment section the other day about how it felt like I was going after people who were, may not be so inclined to actually be so connected with the opposite sex. I get it. I understand that when you do these videos, it can actually seem like you're going after people because, it sounds like you're tearing people down. No, and I get that. But getting a relationship and actually having a relationship is one of the most difficult things that you can actually attempt as a fucking human being. But yet and still, you're successful, so you should make all perfect choices all the time. That shit doesn't happen that way. It's a hard situation. And I never begrudge anybody for making bad choices in relationships. We all do it. It's called being a fucking adult. And to say, well, they're rich this way, so they should know better that way. Like, dude, how fucked up is you? Like, I would go into the Eminem joke, but because of the video I did earlier today, or the early part of this stream, it would be a little bit played out.
Opportunity to do this or I don't. I can sign with this brand or not. I can work with this person or not. All right? I can put in the work to get here or not. She knows that. To get to her level of success, anybody, male or female, there's a certain level of work involved, a certain level of ethic involved, a certain level of dedication involved to get to that level. Everybody knows that. So Nicki Minaj, outside of anybody, understands choices. She has to. Look at where she's gotten. She has a choice to either do this or do that, to be average or to be great, to push on or to push off.
And see, this is where I got a little bit of a pet peeve. I do have a little bit of a pet peeve, and maybe it's just me actually looking at things. Sometimes people are successful not just because of their hard work, because people do work hard. Sometimes even the hard workers don't actually get recognition like they do, but sometimes it's luck, and all the stars aligned, and she actually became advantageous for her to actually have this level of success. But that doesn't mean that she still makes great choices in all of her life goals, man. That's just not how life works. Let's continue.
She knows this. So let me tell you this. Meek Mill is abusing you, and he's doing some things to you that you don't like. You have the choice to leave or tell somebody, and you don't.
But she did leave! Like, did I miss that? Is she still with Meek Mills? Is she still with Meek Mills? She's not? It's almost as if she made the choice to leave? What? No, she couldn't have made the choice to leave because reasons. Yeah. Reasons.
I'm going to say it again. He is allegedly abusing you, doing things to you, things that are not right or not fair, and you have the opportunity to leave, but then you don't. And you stay. And your back and forth with him kind of lets me know, like, I don't know, or do you guys still want one another?
No! Like, for real. Oh, that's a great fucking screen cap. Let me just do that right quick. That's a fucking great screen cap. And save that. Wrong screen. Alright. Alright, let's go.
I mean, this is the function that we're talking about here. And then, here's the situation. You want people to feel sorry for you. Why didn't you address it then?
Maybe not addressing it then is an example. The fact that maybe she didn't want people to feel sorry. I'm just saying, like, maybe it would have actually just... You have to have enough distance because you think that, hey, I'm in the middle. You have to have that distance because, hey, when you're in the middle of it, you may actually may have an inclination that maybe I'm wrong about the situation and maybe I'm overreacting. But with enough distance, you realize this was a bad situation. I'm just saying, like, a lot of people... They don't come right out after the abusive situation that says, no, they was whooping my ass all the time and I just was sitting back letting them. It was a fucked up situation. And the fact that you minimizing it because she didn't come right out and go to the authorities. Because of motherfuckers like you. But let's continue.
Why wait until many years after to come out on Twitter and then say it? You know, guys, as much...
Now, please don't tell me that he's going to go into, well, she could be lying about it because she didn't come right out with it right away. Please don't tell me that. Please tell me you have some... Please make sure I keep some faith in humanity. That's not what we're gonna do. Isn't that right, Oshay? Isn't that right, Mr. Jackson? Please tell me that. Please tell me you have more compassion as a human being that's not what you're gonna do, right?
Much as it's important for ladies to make the right decision in men, isn't it important to make the right decisions in women? Imagine you're on Twitter and this comes out and you some ex and you going back and forth. Somebody alleges you that you do something, that you did something to her.
Bad shit happens to people, and sometimes they don't say shit right away. Like, I don't know the best way to fucking address this with this fucking moron of a piece of shit human being. But for him to think that, oh, she's just lying because she didn't come up with it right away. Fuck you. Like, seriously. This is the same reason why sexual assault goes unreported. Same reason. Because motherfuckers like this want to sit back and actually say, well, if you didn't say nothing right away, then it must not be fucking true. Do you understand how many people have been hurt and victimized and have been forced into silence because they weren't going to be believed anyway, or the person holds an unwieldy amount of power over another? For you to sit back and say, well, she didn't come out with it right away, she waited years down the line to say something. That's disgusting. But let's continue.
What if it's false? It automatically ruins your reputation. And this is why you got to be careful who you choose. The situation is this: Nicki Minaj cannot be responsible for what she likes, because what she likes is bad for her. What she likes gets her into trouble. And she doesn't want to address that despite all that money that she's made, despite all of the fame that she's gotten, she cannot stay away from, number one, a guy who's doing worse than her.
But when they started, Meek Mills was actually doing better. Oh my. Like, I don't get it. It's like you don't see the hypocrisy that is fucking staring you right in the motherfucking face, do you? This whole thing it's not about the fact that she has some allegations against her ex that he was abusive. No, it's I want her, I deserve her, and the fact that somebody else got her because they're just a thug and they're just no good. They shouldn't have had the opportunity. Literally, this is, I want her. She deserves what she gets because she didn't choose a brother like me. How disgusting is that?
A guy that's not on her level and a nigga that's from the hood with a criminal record. She cannot stay away from criminality, okay? And like they used to always say, you can take a nigga from the hood, but you can't take the hood out the nigga. And Nicki Minaj is an example of that.
So, and this is like the same thing with Gonzalo Lora, Coach Red Pill. It's like, no. You guys who aren't like these guys, well, you're the real people. You're the real people that you know. You guys are fucking awesome. There's nothing wrong with you guys. Everybody else have problems. You're playing into a fucking situation where They're playing into a situation where they know that the guys that they're making this audience, their videos for, the audience that they're working with, they know they're not gonna go and question them. They know this, and it's sad because quite literally, they can actually be like they can actually help reach people. But no, that's not what they're there to do. They're there to make their buck off of playing to some insecurities of these guys. That's what they're doing. That's exactly what the fuck they're doing. They're playing off this insecurity that these guys have to say, no. It's nothing that you need to change for your fucking self. You need to just blame the Chads or the thugs that get women that you can't because it's the woman's fault too because she should have chose better. The fuck is wrong with you guys?
But here's the situation though: if she gets burnt in the process, then it's not going to be her fault. It's going to be a lack of self-accountability. And that is the situation. And so whenever I hear like Lil Mo or all of you women crying about this stuff, I'm looking back at you, twiddling my thumbs like, what's wrong? Like you have the chance to...
And see, you hear this shit like, it's your fault. You should have chose better. Like, for real, dog? Well, she deserves what she gets because she went after the wrong type of guy. It's like what I say about the motherfucking what I say about totalitarians. Inside of every fucking totalitarian is a sycophant that got his turn. And y'all are proving it. Well, I wanted this, and now it's my turn, and then you're going to be just as shitty as the person that you took over from. But let's continue.
Address it. You can go to the police. You can go to any law authority and get it taken care of, but you don't. Anyways, guys, that's my message on it today. What do you guys think? Make sure that you hit the like bell. You subscribe, hit the like bell.
I think you're a fucking idiot. Like, for real. I think he's an idiot because here he is promoting the fact that, hey, because I don't like your choices, then you deserve the ass whooping you get from these guys. Like, that's literally the shit that he's passing on. That ass whooping was deserved because you went for the wrong type of guy. Never addressing the fact that it's really that you didn't choose him.
Oh my
but
God.
we're not gonna do this, Shelly. Matter of fact, you like and subscribe on my videos, and I will bring you these videos where we can talk about the shit and have fucking fun and all this other good shit. And anyway.